Andrew Taake, a 36-year-old resident of Houston, Texas, finds himself entangled in a complex legal web following his involvement in the January 6 Capitol riot and a separate, unresolved charge of soliciting a minor. His story highlights the lingering consequences of the 2021 insurrection and the controversial pardons issued by former President Donald Trump. Taake's participation in the attack on the U.S. Capitol was undeniably aggressive. Court documents detail his assault on law enforcement officers, utilizing bear spray and a metal whip as he joined the mob attempting to prevent the peaceful transfer of power following the 2020 presidential election. This violent act, a direct confrontation with the Capitol Police, placed him squarely within the throng of individuals seeking to overturn the results of a democratic process. The sheer audacity of his actions, coupled with the use of dangerous weapons, painted a stark picture of his intent to disrupt and undermine the functioning of the American government. His actions were not merely those of a bystander swept up in the chaos. They were deliberate and aggressive acts of violence directed at those sworn to uphold the law. In December 2023, Taake pleaded guilty to one count of assaulting, resisting, or impeding officers with a dangerous weapon, a serious federal offense. This plea resulted in a sentence that would have kept him incarcerated until 2027, followed by supervised release extending until 2030. This substantial prison term reflected the gravity of his actions and the threat he posed to law enforcement and the democratic process itself. The sentence served as a clear indication of the justice system's intention to hold him accountable for his violent participation in the attack on the Capitol. However, this sentence was ultimately cut short by an unforeseen intervention. The unexpected twist in Taake's legal journey stems from the blanket pardons issued by President Trump in the aftermath of the January 6 events. Trump, in a controversial move, granted pardons or commutations to approximately 1,500 individuals charged or convicted in connection with the attack on Congress. Taake was among those benefiting from this sweeping act of executive clemency. His release from a correctional facility in Fort Worth, Texas, on January 20th, the day of Trump's second inauguration, marked a significant turning point in his case. While this pardon effectively erased the federal charges related to his actions at the Capitol, it did not resolve the separate and equally serious charge pending against him at the state level. This pre-existing charge, filed in 2016, alleges that Taake engaged in online solicitation of a minor. Prosecutors claim he communicated with a person he believed to be under the age of 17 with the intention of engaging in sexual activity. This charge, a third-degree felony in Texas, carries a potential prison sentence of up to 10 years. Had the encounter materialized, Taake would have faced charges of child molestation, an extremely serious crime with severe consequences. The fact that this charge predates the January 6 incident underscores the broader picture of Taake's alleged behavior and the gravity of the accusations against him. It raises questions about the character of an individual who participated in such a serious attack on American democracy, and who also faced a serious allegation involving the exploitation and endangerment of children. The juxtaposition of these two distinct yet interconnected legal cases highlights a complex interplay of federal and state jurisdictions, executive clemency, and the enduring consequences of political violence. While Trump's pardon shielded Taake from further federal prosecution related to the Capitol riot, it did nothing to resolve the state-level charges involving the alleged solicitation of a minor. This unresolved case leaves Taake facing a potentially lengthy prison sentence, regardless of his release from federal custody. The contrast between the pardon for a violent attack on the Capitol and the continuing prosecution for a serious child-related offense serves as a stark reminder of the complexities of the American justice system and the far-reaching consequences of individual actions. The situation has attracted significant criticism, particularly from law enforcement organizations. The nation's largest police union, despite having endorsed Trump in the past, voiced strong disapproval of the blanket pardons, highlighting the significant concerns surrounding the precedent set by such actions and the potential impact on law enforcement morale and public safety. The case serves as a cautionary tale, emphasizing the lasting ramifications of political violence and the importance of accountability, even in the face of controversial executive decisions. The ongoing legal battle involving Taake underscores the complexities of the legal system, the importance of upholding justice, and the enduring questions surrounding the events of January 6th and their consequences.